I've seen something on social media that's really wound me up this week. And it's this idea that I think there's some parents out there who will, no matter what the argument is or what they're annoyed with, will just always default to it being teachers' fault.
Okay.
Right. So I saw a clip where a parent was ranting and raving about a school trip, and she wasn't happy with the fact it was costing a lot of money. The fact that she was under pressure because her daughter obviously wanted to go on the trip, but obviously with it being a cost of living crisis. Now, I completely understand that. Mm-hmm. I completely get it. And I understand how difficult it is. And actually, I'll tell you this now, that so many schools are just not doing school trips. Oh. But we're in a situation now where, I mean, even just the rugby tour that we've been on, the rugby tour, the price for the coach this year was £1,000 more than last year.
That's crazy.
That is absolute, so we completely understand that. But then I went into the comments, and I know that you should never do that.
Don't deep dive into those comments.
And the amount of comments that were blaming the price of the the school trip on the fact that, go on, see if you can guess what they were blaming it on.
Like the fact that the teachers were going was part of their payment.
Yeah. Well, that's because we've got to pay for the teachers to go on holiday as well.
Holiday,
right?
Holiday.
And I could not. But it got me so riled up. It got me so riled up because I'm just thinking, well, what's the alternative? What, the kids just go on their own?
Yeah.
Do you not want your kids supervised? And what are you suggesting that teachers are supposed to pay? Teachers are supposed to pay to go on a school trip. If anyone had an idea of the time that goes into organising a trip for one, right?
Crazy.
If you had any inclination into the risk assessments that go into organising the trip, the amount of boxes you have to tick to make sure you've got everything covered, the fact that the medical issue, the amount of children that will have
medical issues, dietary requirements.
Oh, this idea that it's expensive because you got to pay for the teacher to go on holiday. It is not a holiday.
No,
it is not relaxing in any. If anything, when teachers get back off a residential or a school trip, they need to go on holiday.
Yeah.
Now, the sacrifice teachers make here is that they are giving up their own time with residential school trips, because it's not a case we take them on the school trip. Once you get to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, that's it. See you later.
Game over.
It's over, and the teachers don't get that time back. So don't get me wrong. There's a lot of positives from going on residentials and school trips. I'm not going to stand there and say teachers don't have moments where they enjoy it, because it can be, and if you're with a good group of kids and you see them outside the classroom context, you can see how you develop them in different ways. You're making these memories that they'll remember forever. So there are lots of positives, but you can't assume that this is a chill. It's like when the kids went skiing with school at Christmas. 36 hours on a coach, right? Now, I felt bad for my kids being on that coach for 36 hours, but do you know who it was worse for?
Oh, I know.
The staff. Imagine being on a coach for 30 plus hours with a group of teenagers.
I know a song that'll get on your nerves. Get on your nerves. Get on your nerves.